it going? Thanks for watching another one of my videos. Today we are going to take out a TLC Resto Mod FJ40. It's a 1974. I did this car back in 2004. It has just under 25,000 miles on it since we did the build, and it feels really good. It's a nice truck. A couple details on this truck that I really enjoy that unfortunately we can't get the parts to do anymore. It's kind of a bummer, but it's a sweet thing for whoever ends up with the truck. Backstory: bought this truck here in the valley from the original owner. It was literally up on wooden blocks in the dude's backyard, sitting there rotting, and original paint, original everything. It had had a catastrophic engine failure like a decade prior, so it had just been sitting in the valley, and it was unaltered and nada, ninguno rust at all. So really an epic truck to start with to do what we do. So we did a full stage 3 body off resto, and that included, the chassis was stripped down, media blasted, epoxy primed, and then powder coated black. All nuts and bolts, all hardware, springs, widgets were all erudite plated in the original zinc erudite coating colors. All the original nuts and bolts were replated and reused, except for where we decided to upgrade to stainless steel. As mentioned, it is a resto mod, so I think wild is the right word, wildly evolved mechanical. We're running a LS1 GM crate fuel injected V8. We're running a 4L65E automatic. That's tied to the later 8 of 80 and newer style transfer case, the 19 spline split case, which is way better than the stock FJ40 case to this year. Night and day. It's stronger. It's a hell of a lot quieter because it has the Healy cut directional gears. It's so much more evolved, it's not even funny. It's my favorite equation. In doing that, we did a custom vehicle speed sensor pickup so that the truck would know what speed it was at, whether in 2-wheel drive or 4. We're running stock axle assemblies upgraded with 4-wheel disc brakes, and then we're running power steering, we're running air conditioning, and other than that, pretty straightforward. The body is dead stock with the exception of the period fender flares, which had already been done when we got the truck, so we decided to maintain that. We're running the old version, no longer available, Kmart dual pivot rear bumper system out of Australia, which is great because it isolates all the rattle from the spare carrier that's traditionally attached to the body to the frame, and you also get a class 2 hitch receiver out of that. We're running early mana free, again no longer available, bull bar in the front, and then truck's had a succession of different wheels on it. Currently it's running, I believe, the American Racing black Teflon coated wheels, which are really nice, and they're lightweight too. BF Goodrich, Geolander tires on this one. I'm so used to BFGs. Gauges restored to look dead stock, except for the client had us change the coloration of the glove box face, ashtray face, and instrument pod to black. We got tricky on the lower dash pad and did the stereo delete version from an earlier year, and then we put the modern head unit here in the Tuffy center console. It's the narrow Tuffy, and it's running an Alpine audio, 4 speakers, amp, nice system, not in your face invasive, but really good audio. Dash pad was a brand new NOS Toyota dash pad, none of those cheesy cover things. Headliners all new, white waffle perforated. All the dash pads were new, even the roll bar pads were new, which again you can't get anymore. On the outside we continued that black theme by recoloring all the stock silver trim, like the hood hooks, windshield frame hooks, bumpers, mirror arms, all in black powder coat. Steering column is stock to the truck. Steering wheel is sort of the holy grail of FJ40 wheels. the 8 of 80 and newer style steering wheel, which again was OEM new old stock from Toyota, which again you can't get anymore, but my favorite wheel design on the early 40s. And then for preservation and for tactile comfort, that wheel was then hand stitched in one-piece leather wrap, which is really nice. All the instrumentation is dead stock layout with the exception of the auxiliary fog light switch, which there's no holes drilled. That went through a stock factory accessory hole in the dash. Stock heaters maintained, no rear heater, never had one. AC is the popular underdash, which is similar in design theme to the original. For seating, in the back we're running the stock jump seats, but in the front we're running these really probably my favorite aftermarket or OEM cheap seats. So these are 3 Series sedan power Recaro seats. So they have tilt, back, up, whatever. They've got like tons of adjustment, much better ergonomic and comfort than the stock seats ever had by a long shot. And then we restored those and reupholstered them in BMW Mercedes OEM black vinyl and modified the styling a little bit, reduced the height of the outboard bolsters so it won't rip your testicles off when you get in and out of the truck. Hardtop's never been taken off of this truck. Seals up really nice. Pretty limited when it comes to the typical FJ40 rattles. Doors are the later model doors. These are actually 8 of 80 and newer doors, which were actually brand new from Toyota Brazil, the Bandeirante doors, which again you can't get anymore. So the shells were new, the glass, the trim, the window regulator, everything, and then we customized the interior panel and did it in a higher quality material and pattern than stock. All glass on the truck was brand new from Toyota. Every piece of weather stripping, glass seal, emblems, latches, catches, lock cylinders, liftgate handle, all of it. And as you can see from my process photos of the restoration, which we're happy to provide the new owner with, I still have them in our hard drive. Truck went all the way down to nothing and all the way back up again. Truck's had a great track record. Everyone's loved it. It's performed really well. And the guy that we restored it for, family expanded and he moved on to a 100 series Land Cruiser, which again he turned to us and had us restore and modify for him. After paint, prior to final assembly, the entire underside of the body and fenders, as well as the inside floor surfaces, were all coated in heat cured polyurea, again for further protection and isolation from the elements. Then we have heat blankets, and then we have full finished carpet in this truck. So that's pretty much my whole story. I hope you dig it. Really nice truck, nice discount. Still perfect shape. There's minor wear and nicks on the paint, but nothing I'd worry about. Any more questions, give us a call, 818-280-3333. Thanks for watching.